What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Scores! He did it again!
I just killed him. Before the game, I just killed John Madden because of a stink bomb.
Split special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks him in.
Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
That was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Game's over. Game is finally fucking be over.
Ed, you got to turn your mic on. I think. Got his hand on the button.
And now, our feature program.
See, yeah, it's working now. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, great conversation about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, that is kind of weird that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to go on about whether or not he should be in the Hall of Fame because of how many years off.
He was currently coaching.
Oh, yeah, there.
So his
Mississippi
team-
State's head coach Mike Leach died Monday after complications related to heart condition. And
They can't do a posthumous after 5 years.
No, what they say that to be a coach and to make it to the NCAA Hall of Fame, you have to have a better than 60% winning percentage to qualify for it to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. But because he's 59.6%, they're not. They wouldn't let him in. So there's now an uproar to try to change that so he can get in because he died while coaching.
I wish you had that Get Smart sound clip of just missed it by that much. Sorry, the reason why I didn't catch any of that was because Amanda told me that she couldn't hear me, so I was trying to figure out if it was my end.
Yeah, no, it was my end. No, if we can hear everybody, then it's on my end, and something could get screwed. Every once in a while, something gets screwed up on the Streamlabs, and I don't know why. Alrighty, so we know the top 4 teams are going to the playoffs. We know that the 12th team is going to start in the 2024-2025 season. So we got a year more of this 4-team playoff crap.
I actually heard about that. That sounds very exciting.
They actually pushed it ahead faster than we all expected it to happen, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Well, I think originally they were talking like 2026 or 2028 to get to 12 teams. They were going to go from 4 to like 8 and then to 12.
Yeah.
Kind of stagger it up to make sure it wasn't too oversaturated right away.
So are we thinking like 2028? By then we should have 16 teams?
No, I don't think so. I think they wanted to keep it with the.
I think 12 is a good number.
They have is that there's so many teams in the top like 10 that should probably be in the top 4. That could be in the top 4 that aren't.
And you're gonna get those couple of outliers that are gonna now have a chance. That like the undefeated seasons, not making it to the national championship.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think that's what they're gonna end up doing. They're just gonna use it as a way to. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're top 4 or top 10 anymore. It's as long as you're in that top 12 range, you're good.
And you're gonna see a lot more players because now that college is paying for players, you're gonna see players going to smaller tier schools that are like in the top like 15. Schools now because they know they might have it. They're going to have a better chance to make it to the playoffs now.
College doesn't care about the playoffs. Colleges, these people.
Well, to make it to the national championship,
they're going to pay them.
Well, these players are going to go to smaller tier schools, get paid a lot of money.
Smaller tier schools don't have that kind of money. That's the thing.
They got somebody I don't remember. Is making $3 million and he's not at one of the top 5 schools or top 10 schools.
Some really good home bakers, man, making some good brownies, some lemon squares, PTO all day. Raise money for them players. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, there was that one player that decided not to go to Ohio State because they were only going to give him like $800,000 a year, where I think University of Georgia offered him like $1.5 million a year.
It's a little crazy to think that these kids are choosing which school to go to that's going to pay them the most money to get education and go play potentially in the professional football leagues.
Yeah, but
they don't make it.
That's why colleges tried for so long to prevent the.
Well, it was the president
NCAA.
Of the NCAA football. It's because the NCAA the college football isn't even part technically of the NCAA. It has its own president.
Yeah, but it was the whole collegiate athlete thing, and it was a cluster, and they wanted to prevent this from happening. Where now these bigger name schools that have the bigger budgets for football now can buy championship caliber teams.
Yeah,
kind of like what happened in the NFL before the salary cap.
Now I know
we're
where,
gonna see this happen for like 2 or 3 years, and I think we're gonna see the equivalent of a salary cap happen.
It
now,
wouldn't surprise me.
is basketball doing this?
Yeah,
I think all NCAA sports qualify for this now.
Wow.
yeah. If it's a televised sport for college, it qualifies. So like softball, which is televised in college, baseball, which is televised in college.
What did we do with our lives?
I know.
Seriously,
we
what
were
did we
born
do?
too early.
Yeah, we were born about 20 years too early.
Too early and too late for everything. Like we were just screwed right here in this millennium middle, where it's just like, oh yeah, no, you're not good enough for that, and you're not good enough for this, but.
At least we got away. At least we got away from the new Common Core math. We didn't have to deal with that crap.
No, that's not true. Now we have to because our kids are learning it.
No. I just teach them the real way how to do it because I know math well enough to do that.
No, you don't. You still can't add or multiply.
I don't.
Numbers.
I use a calculator for that part, but I just show them how to do it. I don't need to I just need to check it with a calculator. I can find you X, Y, and Z all day long, but don't ask me to add 2 plus 2 because it's 22.
X, Y, and Z is up, down, and left, or right, depending which way you're looking at it.
Down, toward, up.
Yep.
Left, right. Select A, B, start. All right. So let's go games this week. Let's see, December 16th. The Bahama Bulls is Miami of Ohio versus UAB. What's UAB? Anybody got?
Yuba. I don't know.
See, this is why we need Chris should be at least watching, so that way we at least know. Tell him to start watching.
He's not going to do that.
Well, we need to know what UAB is, and then the Cure Bowl is number 24 Tory versus number 25 UTSA. These sound
wait. Didn't Smitty date Tory? That's Troy, by the way.
Oh,
Troy.
Oh, Troy. I don't know. Saturday we have the Fenway Bowl, which is Cincinnati versus Louisville.
UAB is the Blazers. I got that for you.
Yeah, but what college is that?
I'm working on it.
And what is the STD UTSA?
So,
so in the Fenway, then we have the celebration.
University Alabama Birmingham.
Ah,
I went to the source.
Yeah, I see this on my watch.
Going around in a circle.
All right, then in the Celebration Bowl, we have the Jacksonville State versus North Carolina Central.
Okay, so Troy is facing University of Texas San Antonio.
Ah, that makes no sense. Oh, Binks, you need to go.
Just got a craving for Tex-Mex. I don't know why.
You know what I've been having a craving? I've been eating a lot recently is pub mix.
Oh, you want to see the kitty?
This stuff?
Yes.
Freaking love this crap.
What is that?
Yes. It's pub mix. It's like Chex Mix, but better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. A million times better.
Where can I get this?
Market Basket. It's in the frozen food section.
Does it need to be frozen?
No.
They put it with like the pizzas and all like the cheesecakes.
Oh, is it up? Is it up top?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With all the nuts.
Well, when I go make my bets tomorrow, maybe I'll go grab a couple of cases of them. Put down here in my office.
So I get it from Sam's Club, and it's like probably like that big square.
I wonder if I can get it at BJ's.
Like it's a solid.
Well, mine's square and bigger.
Like this is a pretty honking little piece of thinger, though.
Oh
They tried to fit it in his out hole, and it only went in part of the way.
What sucks though is I don't know how we got on this shit, but Tex-Mex got it. No. But my favorite ones is like only 5 of them in the entire freaking thing. It's it's like the nice sweet ones.
Yep, there's those little like sweet little. It's almost like balls of sugar or something.
Yeah, it's so good. And then you get the other ones taste like shit, but there's a whole bunch of them in the freaking thing.
Then we have the Vegas Bowl. Apparently, is number 14 Oregon State versus Florida, one of the Floridas. The LA Bowl is Washington State versus Fresno State. The Lending Tree Bowl is Rice versus Southern Mississippi.
I remember when we were doing this a few years back, and I was doing these, and some reason the you get a bowl and you get a bowl, you get a bowl just seems like it comes. Why are there so many damn bowls?
Yeah, because everybody gets a bowl now. The New Mexico Bowl is SMU versus BYU.
Southern Methodist University.
Yeah.
First, I think that's Brigham Young University.
Yeah.
Brigham Young, something like that.
Then Boise State is the Frisco Bowl versus North Texas. Let's see. Monday we have the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Marshall versus UConn. Let's see. Is there anything else good this week?
Well, you get famous Idaho Potato Bowl on the 20th.
Eastern Michigan versus San Jose State.
Yeah.
You got that Boca Raton Bowl.
Liberty
versus Toledo. You got the New Orleans Bowl, Southern Alabama versus Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And next Thursday, you have the Armed Forces Bowl.
Yeah.
Baylor versus Air Force.
So they get the Coast Guard level of the.
And that should be all the bowls till next week's podcast that I won't be on.
That hopefully, where are you going to be?
In Florida.
Why are you going to? Oh yeah, you're going to go visit the grandparents.
No, we're going to Universal again.
You all spend way too much time. Why don't you just freaking move to Florida already?
Because this company's not in Florida. They're close enough that they can go visit like once a month without a problem.
You know how humid it is in Florida? I fucking hate it down there.
I do.
All right, so.
Oh, he dropped it.
Wait, you're just seeing that?
Yeah. Sorry, that was a really good play. How did you not react like that?
Wow.
Because it's the Seahawks.
That was still a very good hit that warranted reaction.
Well, the fact you didn't return for the touchdown. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it until
really
I looked up.
good freaking hit.
Not really.
Oh my god! Like.
Oh, geez,
he came in from the side. It's just.
Yeah, side hit is a little bit easier. All right.
We'll go past the rest of the bowls.
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
I
have
think that's
Smitty
all
stupid
the college
stat.
stuff.
Yeah.
Where's the Smitty stupid stat?
Yeah, where's Smitty? You got anything, Smitty? Oh.
What's the over under on how long he's in the hospital for?
I say because was in the military, he's in there until
Tuesday.
Next Thursday.
See, this could be a good thing for him because he's got some things pending. Now that he's in a hospital, I'm sure they're finding some other stuff. This could kind of helps him, but I feel like he's going to be home on Saturday.
I found something. I hope it's a TV remote. I've been missing that thing for a week.
Dude, I hope he's back by Saturday because if he's not, then I'm going to be doing the entire show without him, and I'm just going to replace him. I'm working on something back here.
You got yourself an animatronic, Smitty?
Look, you gave me this program, and it clicked. I can do an entire, everything. Do it in front of this green screen right here, impose the green screen, the animation later, and do all post-production with the audio being recorded separately.
Yeah.
I have a whole studio going on back here.
You figure it out. You can interview yourself finally. You can do one sober, one high, and you're good to go.
I wonder how I could do that.
You record all your sober stuff, and then you play the sober stuff through your head.
I can get myself on the screen. That whole part of it,
all you got to do is stand in two separate places. It's not hard.
And you layer them.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, what's up with these imposed pictures here? Who do we think
right,
is
so first I want to talk about Baker Mayfield. He showed up to the Rams just 48 hours before taking the field and managed a comeback win for the Rams, all because of stupid penalties that the Raiders caused for themselves. What do you think it'll take for McDaniels to stop his team from beating themselves? Because they had won that game right up until a stupid defensive lineman batted the ball out of his hand.
So that stupid defensive lineman was cut from a previous team this year, but they had someone that got hurt, so they picked him up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's going to take getting more of the quality people
back,
smart football players back on that team. That team has a lot of potential, and they were starting to realize
I have a question. Where are they looking at draft pick wise? Where they're at?
Who?
And then,
they're looking in the middle right now.
The Raiders?
Yeah.
They're probably lower third.
So, I mean, they have so much talent. McDaniel has some. I mean, he's got leeway. It's his first year with them. I feel like they're planning a surge next year. So I think they're trying to just do just enough.
Oh, wait. Did they trade away that pick for Adams, though?
No, I think they traded away just this past year's picks for Adams.
Because you got to remember, he's a Belichick alum. And you guys also just mentioned earlier how he had dude holding it up on top of the little thing. a Belichick coach is going to try to cheat the system somewhere. And I can't believe we're talking Patriot shit somehow.
No. You are talking.
Yes,
right?
you brought it up.
I did. And you... But I feel like they're just doing just enough to get a solid pick, and also probably not to give up too much in residual after that trade for Adams. So they're trying to make probably just enough to not get in trouble.
Oh no, they're
next year.
They're close. They're close to midway. They're like halfway down the league.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be halfway. They're gonna be in the middle of the pack right this year.
And again, just enough not to get noticed. This is the perfect scenario for them. They get a very sizable, decent draft pick next season, and they don't give up much from their trade compensations for their other picks. It's
ninth. They're sitting at 9th pick so far.
That's
not
a pretty good pick.
Freaking bad. And nobody gets fired.
Well, because they can't afford to fire them. They're very money poor this year.
But that Baker Mayfield thing, do you guys know if it's true that he couldn't find the locker room at the end of the game?
Yeah, he had to ask the
like security, right?
No, it was a press guy saying, "Hey, which way do I go?"
Yeah, because they interviewed him after. So
yeah, he was the last one out there.
Yeah, because these guys are on the Thursday Night Football on Amazon. These commentators like do the halftime, the before game, halftime, and the game commentation. These guys I like the best because they're all retired football players that just don't care.
Yeah, it was last Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last Thursday. Yeah.
Look,
that will speak their mind.
Thursday, you guys were shitting on Thursdays. I'm like, no, Thursday is great. I love Thursday.
Well, Thursday games were crap. The commentation was awesome.
Look, they got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Period.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And they got who else they have been having?
They got Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Richard Sherman. He's awesome. He just whatever he thinks comes right out of his mouth. There's no filter. He's like a Massachusetts guy.
And the woman that they got on there too, she knows her shit too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, she's an ESPN girl. She's an ESPN lady.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, so she knows her shit.
Yeah, she handles the flow of all the guys she manages. Like, it's a really, really good cast.
Yeah,
we should get something like that for this show.
So currently, the Raiders are sitting at 9th draft pick, but the 8th draft pick through the 14th all have the same record as them.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk about right off the bat.
I'm sorry. Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
No.
Sean McVay, Baker Mayfield. Do you think those two are going to get a bromance? I feel like that is the perfect chemistry for a head coach and quarterback. And I don't know how none of us even ever considered thinking of like quarterback coaches that we think would be like bromancing.
So if Baker comes out and wins this week, I can see a big bromance happening and them saying waving bye-bye to that very expensive QB.
Seem like that level of crazy. Like super just like John Kane at a freaking Arizona rally.
I don't think they're going to have to say bye-bye to Matt Stafford. I'm pretty sure due to his wife, he's going to retire because he still hasn't had the surgery.
Hey, look at Brady. You can always get another wife.
Yeah, but
Football, you only got so many years.
Stafford and his wife were married before he got drafted.
They have like 12 kids.
No, that's Philip Rivers.
Yes, that's Rivers.
One of the few famous people that has more kids than what's his name, Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Field an entire side with a sub on an NFL roster.
Mm-hmm.
God bless him and his wife. Golly, that's a lot of.
Oh yeah, and
Anyway,
I think the last picture I saw of her, she's pretty small too.
That's the.
Was that everybody? How's that go? That's everybody's dream. There's a reason why they have 12 kids.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about before we started talking playoffs, Kyler Murray went down on the third offensive play this past game on Monday night.
Jeremy, you called that right away.
Didn't I? I told him, like, that's a non-contact ACL. Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I don't even think he had hit the ground officially. I'm like,
nope, and he's out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. It was a
He's
non-contact play.
He's out almost a calendar year for that injury. He will be.
But conveniently, it's just in time to really get that Twitch stream going again and playing this new Call of Duty model more.
Very convenient.
It just so happens that, oh, damn, knee's busted again. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to go play Call of Duty.
So more and more players actually coming out and saying that these injuries are being caused because of turf fields. Where I always enjoy playing on turf fields. As long as
the biggest issue with this is there's been more ACLs and Achilles torn this year on grass than on turf.
Yeah.
If you include practice and preseason stuff.
Right.
I hate to tell you, Arizona is a grass field.
No, it's a turf field.
They don't hit it.
No, Arizona is a natural grass field.
Really?
It's on a track.
It's on a track. They roll it outside to grow and when they have concerts and whatnot to not destroy it.
Well, because it looked like turf.
It's because it's in Arizona. It is perfectly manicured. That field is the best grass field in the league, hands down.
Well, because it's been all over.
Sorry.
Because everywhere they've been saying that basically turf fields suck. This has been caused because of turf fields, and they want to go back to grass fields. Now, if it's actually a grass field, these guys are holding no water.
I think they don't hit enough.
They don't.
It's their training camps and off-season stuff. It's not. It doesn't build up that.
It's nowhere near what it used to be.
Abuse the body like they used to.
No.
They try to go from half speed to full speed, and the body can't take that kind of abuse. But yeah, there was on NFL Network this week, there was a few guys talking about it. And if you take out preseason practice stuff, actual game-wise, it's about 50-50 between grass fields and turf fields for like ACLs, MCLs, PCLs, Achilles, things like that.
Yeah. All these major torn ligament kind of injuries.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of wants to point the finger at everything except for genetics.
Yeah, except for us not working hard at the preseason and not having to run faster and harder at camps, and we don't actually want to do those 2-a-days anymore. So that's not these injuries aren't our fault.
Well, they fought for so long to get training camp and whatnot kind of easier on them. They don't want to admit that that's the issue.
Right.
Mm.
All right, so AFC wise, there are still 14 teams that could possibly make the playoffs. And they are Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, Cincinnati Bengals, the Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, the Los Angeles Chargers, the New York Jets, number 10 rounds down to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
To have a chance.
The Las Vegas Raiders, the Cleveland Browns, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the 4-8-1 Indianapolis Colts still have a chance to make the playoffs.
So Jacksonville actually has a chance to win their division.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seriously sleeping on Jacksonville this year, I feel.
Well, at 5-8, there's a good reason. So,
Like, I've seriously been sleeping on them. I didn't think that they would be this like 5 games. That's a lot for them.
Yeah.
Especially compared to last year, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
compared to last year. So I want to know, who do you guys think is in and out? Like,
Okay,
who do you
Buffalo,
guarantee?
Kansas City's in.
Yeah.
The Bengals are in.
Jets.
I think Baltimore fades out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see
I think-
Baltimore making it now that
I think
they have
Chargers make it in.
So let me just put these numbers down. Hold on. So 1, 2, we got 5. The Chargers are gonna make it in, so they're now at 8 right now.
8.
Can we say who might not? I don't think Tennessee's making it.
I think Tennessee will make it because I don't think Jacksonville can catch up to them.
I think Tennessee will squeak in by the hair on their teeth.
Yeah, so I think they will by default because I don't think Jacksonville's going to win.
Well, you guys are sleeping on the Jets. I think number 9's going in.
I see Miami making it before the Jets do.
Well, yeah, Miami
Why
8
are you
5.
doing?
The Jets are at number 9. They're 7-6. They're mathematically possible here, and they're freaking rolling.
3, 4.
They're moving.
The Jets are not rolling. The Jets have lost 2 straight.
Yeah, and
They're gonna make it.
I don't
No, the
think
Jets
so.
have a hard
That
stretch
backup
down
QB, he is hurting Turkey.
They're gonna do it.
Who are the Jets playing this week?
I don't care. They're gonna make it.
The Jets are playing the Buffalo. If I remember correctly.
No, they're not. Miami's
no,
playing.
Miami's-
playing Buffalo.
Yeah, I think Miami might fall out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many more games they're winning this year. Miami has a tough road down.
It's cold.
Yeah,
It's
they're
cold
not
weather
working
games.
out so
Cold
cold.
January.
They have
So
a
we
lot
think
of cold weather games
Miami's
coming
going to be our dropout.
up. I think Baltimore and Miami drop out,
All right, let me do this.
and the
Well,
Patriots.
Miami- You think the Patriots?
I think the Patriots drop out.
So you,
I also because I really don't follow the AFC. I don't know much about any of these teams. When we get to the NFC, I'll have a lot more input.
So we think 4 is going to stay in. Yeah. So 1,
Yeah.
2, and 4 will stay in. 5 will jump up to 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need a 7th team.
yeah.
I mean, I guess the Jets
No.
have a.
We only have 1, 2,
The
3,
Jets aren't looking
4,
too bad.
5.
now,
We only
are
have
they?
5 teams.
You
Making
deleted
it.
one. We had 6 there.
No, that was 4 twice
Oh,
because I wanted to put them order. So 1, 2, 4. So Buffalo, Kansas City, Tennessee,
Well,
Cincinnati.
Let's straight out. 14 Indianapolis. There's no
They're
way.
gone.
There's no way Indy's making this. Pittsburgh. They have Mike Tomlin. They have the head coach that
no, they're not making it.
Yeah, I know.
but they have a chance. Do you think they have a chance? I guess that's
No.
Do we think the Browns are
Wait,
gonna get
hold on,
getting
wait,
the crap
let's-
together in
let-
time?
Let me pull up their schedules.
because I guess that's very useful too.
What team do we want first?
Let's talk with about the Browns.
Browns, nope. Unless I think they need to go back to
Are they out?
homeboy.
Brissett.
Yeah, I think they had a better roster with Brissett.
Okay, so this week they play the Ravens. I think they beat the Ravens this week. There's no, yeah, there's no
That'll
Lamar
put 'em-
Jackson
Put them
this
up
week.
to 6 and 8.
So next week they play the Saints.
That's a hit or miss game.
They should beat the Saints.
Then they go to Washington to play the Commanders.
That
I
one, I think that one's a.
I think
the
that one they
Commanders win
lose.
that one.
I'd give that.
And then they face the Steelers to end the season. I think they beat the Steelers.
Yeah,
So
I
they
guess
go,
it
they
depends
go
on
2
who
and 2.
the quarterback is.
2 and
Yeah,
2.
so-
Do we?
so-
Well, 3 and 2. 3 and 2.
It can't be 3 and 2. There's only 4 games left.
No, this week.
Yeah, they play the Ravens this week.
Right. So that's 5 games.
No, the Ravens, the Saints, the Commanders, the Steelers.
Oh.
2 and 2. Every
yeah,
team has 4 games left.
Oh yeah. So yes
So-
or no? Are they in?
So that would put them at what? So we're saying 2-2. That would put them at 7 wins.
7 and 10.
That doesn't get them in.
All right.
No.
Okay, next team.
Vegas, Las Vegas, number 11.
Okay, so they are facing the Patriots this week.
They could possibly win that.
I think they do win that one. Oh, what the hell just happened? Okay. They go play the Steelers next week.
Yep, they can win that.
What is going on? The website's glitching. Then they play the Niners. I think they lose that one.
Yep.
I agree.
And then they play the Chiefs. I think they lose that one. So
I think
another
they
team,
win that
2-2.
one because Chiefs, I think, are going to be sitting quite a few players.
Okay, so 3-1.
So that's not horrible.
If they go 3-1, that brings them up to
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
Okay,
That
now
might
you
make
got-
the playoffs.
But now you have number 10 Jaguars. So they're playing Cowboys on Sunday.
That's a loss.
Then they got the Jets on Thursday.
That's going to be who's
That-
playing
that'll be a
quarterback.
toss-up.
It's probably going to be White.
Probably.
So a win. So that's what? They're split 1-1. Then they got Texans. That's 2-1. And then they play the Titans. I don't see why they can't beat the Titans. That's 3-1.
Who are we talking about?
Jacksonville.
No, the
puts it-
Jaguars aren't going to.
They got the Cowboys. They're going to lose.
So
The
we'll call
Jets,
them
they-
maybes.
The Jets, they could make it. They
Well,
could-
you're saying the Jets are going to make the postseason, so the Jets need to
know.
win that game.
They do need to win that game. They both need to win that game. That's going to be a great Thursday night
So
game.
we got to keep that in mind. If they're
But then
playing
you-
other teams on this list, we have to figure out which way we're going with them.
But then you also got these teams that don't have anything to win, and they're going to torpedo. But so you got
so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put our ends are the Buffalo Bills,
yes.
Kansas City,
Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee
the
Titans,
the
the
Bengals,
Cincinnati Bengals,
and the LA Chargers.
and the LA Chargers. Those are our ends. The ones we
Okay.
think that are going to drop out are the Baltimore Ravens,
Yep.
the Miami Dolphins, and the New England Patriots. Our
I don't-
maybes are
Hold on. Nate was talking. Nate doesn't think Miami's dropping out.
I don't want to not give them hope. I guess I have a attachment to them. Apparently so. I want to see him make it. I want to see the Dolphins make it. I want to see the Jets make it too. I want to see the Jets or Dolphins because they don't in your division. I want to see the teams that just can't seem to make it.
make it.
Just even to the wild card. I just want to see one of those two teams make it to the wild card. That'd be very happy for me. Just
Miami
one.
made the wild card game last year.
Yep.
I forgot. All right. See, it's what have you
The
done? for me
Pats
lately?
got destroyed and Miami did a little bit better, but they didn't
That's right.
they didn't make it past the first week. That's why they went out and bought a receiver.
I want to see him make it. Anyway, so
I believe still that Miami is going to drop out.
and I mean, I'm gonna.
We can
concede
put them in
football.
the maybe column.
No,
They're
let's
dr-
leave them there. We can shake this loose because, and
No,
I think we
we'll
should
put-
probably do NFC next week, or you all should do NFC next week.
We'll put them in the maybe dropping out.
Yeah,
Or the
maybe
maybe one.
Maybe, yeah.
maybe dropping out.
Maybe dropping out. We
So
don't know.
the only team we really don't have a is the New York Jets. I don't think they're going to make it. I think they're out. I think
they're out.
I think with this QB, this backup QB, he's
we'll put him
hurt
in.
and
No,
turkey.
we'll put him in the maybe. We
We'll
got to
put them in the maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
So the Jets are playing the Lions this weekend. I'm going to give the game to the Lions. They're hungry.
Yep.
Yes.
Then they're playing the Jaguars on Thursday.
They
which,
should beat them.
then
Well,
they-
where is it? Where is it? Is that in?
at
it-
Jets.
Oh yeah, so the Jets should win that one.
Son of a bitch. And then you got Seahawks on the first.
The Seahawks are going to need that win, so that could be a tough game.
And then apparently Jets Dolphins TBD on the 8th.
Yeah, that's the end of the season.
Yeah, so
That's gonna be-
it may be an early game, maybe like in
So
depending on
that
how-
game might decide who makes it in between the Jets and the Dolphins for that 7th seed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So again, for me, it's the Jets and Dolphins. I keep arguing those two teams, apparently for good reason. At least right there. I
And
haven't
yet
looked.
we all think
Miami.
yet we all think the Patriots are stumbling and not going to make it.
See, I default to you guys. I'm already like.
Well, it's because
At-
the Pats
last
their offensive game plan is run right, run left, screen left, punt. Run left, run right, screen right, punt. That is their offensive game plan.
To be honest, I can't believe the Patriots are 7-6. I'm very surprised.
They
you all are-
have played enough crappy teams apparently because they've beaten the crappy teams, but they can't win against a good team that can score.
Yeah, they should have beat some of those other teams earlier. They let a few get away from them too.
Hmm. If anything, the surprising win, the stolen win, would have been against Green Bay, but then Green Bay decided to go 5-8 on the year. So is it really a stolen win? Would
Yeah,
it,
Green
would it
Bay is
really
not
be a
showing up
stolen win?
Okay, so let's skip the NFC.
Yeah, we'll talk about
I
that
do want
next
to
week.
talk the NFC, but
Well, we could talk it. There's only 15 teams.
Yeah, so there's 15 teams on the NFC side as of this week. See,
Well-
things are going to change this coming weekend because there's a bunch of teams at 4-9 that if they lose, they'll be out.
so clearly Philly is in. They're not.
They're
dropping.
guaranteed. Philly
They're guaranteed
is
in the postseason now.
So
Minnesota
this is what I'm
Is
gonna
in.
do.
Yeah, I don't see them losing it.
I'm going to do this. Hold on, Jeremy. Hold on. I'm going to use our same four. I moved
So
this
you
thing.
could do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here,
and
you add 1, 2, 3, 4, and
1,
I'm
2,
going to
3. I don't think. I think the fact is Tampa's going to make it in by default. I don't think they're a good team, but I think the rest of that division is such garbage that no one's going to.
Actually, Carolina does have an outside chance.
Yeah, but they split with them, so they'd have to beat them. They'd have to be over them by a game.
Well, with the way Tampa's been playing lately.
I don't think so. I don't think Carolina jumps into it. But
right.
okay, so
Drop it out.
and number 5, Dallas
Yeah.
is in there.
Yeah,
Dallas is in.
Okay, so we could pretty much eliminate the Rams, the Saints, and Arizona
Yeah,
right off the bat.
Yeah,
Agreed.
they're not gonna. In Atlanta, I think he's.
yeah.
they're
I think
done.
all the way up to. I almost want to tell you guys all the way up to number 9. You can probably just whack off. Now, Green Bay,
That's what she said.
unfortunately.
You know, I think the Lions have a chance to steal the 7th seed.
I do.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I
So-
said 10 below. You can just say.
You said up to 9.
Well, yeah, I was counting not like 9 up, so 10 below. So
See,
my package-
I'll put Carolina in a maybe. I would put number 11 Carolina at a maybe, because if Tampa doesn't get their crap together, it's possible Carolina could steal it from them.
Okay, so now we are down to.
I
We
think
are
the Giants
between-
drop out.
So we're saying 4 is a maybe now too,
No,
because
yeah,
it's one or the other.
Yeah.
It's not both of them.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a text message. So
So
we're talking
I would
Tampa
s-
2.
Carolina and Tampa, they're both maybes because it's only the team that wins that division.
It
Really
really.
schedule. I mean, look at Tampa's schedule. That alone should be able to tell you guys. Hang
Who's
on, let me see if I can find them real quick.
Well, Carroll's starting to show up at the right time. I think that's their big thing.
I know they're losing this week to the Bengals.
I say the number 7 is gone. Giants are dropping out.
So
Yes.
the Buccaneers got the Bengals this weekend. I think that's a loss. They're playing the
Yep.
Cardinals next weekend. That's
a win.
They're playing the Panthers on the 1st.
That could be the game that.
I would probably give that to Brady.
I
As
don't know.
long-
Didn't
Brady-
he lose to Carolina early?
it's in Tampa though, so he lost last time. Them, he's not going to do it again. And then the Panthers play the Saints at the end of the season. That could be a loss.
But then the Buccaneers also play the Falcons on the end of the season too.
Yeah.
So
So that's going to be a toss up, and I guess either way you could put. I mean, to
the
be fair,
Buccaneers beat the Falcons every time. So
Yeah.
I would say Tampa and Carolina would be our maybes.
yeah, that's what I just said. So
they
Carolina's schedule is they play the Steelers this weekend. They play the Lions next weekend, then the Bucks, then the Saints.
Yeah, I'll put them both at maybe, because if Carolina has stuff go their way, they're good. I say the Giants drop out.
Yes,
I don't think they stand.
Out.
I say Washington stays in. I say Washington wins this game this weekend.
Yeah, I think Washington stays in.
And I think they just reaffirm that they are the team to beat. As long as they stick with Heineke. As long as Heineke stays healthy enough and plays the whole game, I think.
Yeah, I think that they should probably go. Well, so the Commanders have probably a 2-2. They're playing the Giants, they're playing the Niners, the Browns, and then the Cowboys.
Yeah, but 2-2
puts
them
to play for by that time.
9
So that might
8.
be 3-1.
I
think Washington makes it in at
10 and 6.
Yeah, 10-6 or 9 and
9 and 8.
9-7-1. That tie because it's not a loss.
Oh yeah,
that will help them out. Where I think Detroit sneaks in, and Seattle drops out.
Yeah, I would say that Seattle's gone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna agree. So I decided to look at Green Bay's here, and we might have a win in the last 4 games.
A win.
A singular one.
Singular win. We're playing the Rams. That's the game. We may or may not beat Miami because we're going into Miami. They're playing the Vikings, and then they're playing the Lions. We might win a game.
Yeah, might win a game. All right, and we think 8 is dropping.
I think 8 is out. To Seattle, they're getting pretty handily smacked around tonight. I think they're done.
Okay, we did not update the weekly.
No, we did not have the consortium of pickers define where we thought our teams were.
I think the top 5 is pretty much there. Eagles, Bills, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bengals, whatever order you want to put them in. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, Niners maybe sitting right there, close to that.
Yeah, because the Niners I would have moved up last week anyways compared to what I normally have them. And after what I'm seeing tonight, they'd be moving up again anyway. So.
I jumped on that. I jumped on the Niners early. I saw it coming. Oh, pick 6.
Oh, I'm behind a little bit.
Oh, flag.
2. All right, well, Jeremy's doing spoilers, so.
I'm commentating.
All right, so, Jeremy, you start figuring out your bets because the last couple of weeks you've been crap.
I'm not doing bets. Someone else can make some bets.
We can do that off air.
Oh, no, we do it live because I'm gonna give you an update. So
okay,
last week's fantasy league, number 1 Ladies Elements played number 4, a bunch of nobodies, and lost 192.68 to 156.21. Number 2, Purple Cobras lost to number 6, Isn't It Breakfast, 250.83 to 222.43.
I was about to say, who? Who the heck is that?
Your Isn't It Breakfast.
Like, who's that guy? I'm the commissioner. I don't know who that person is at all.
It's been Isn't That Breakfast all season because you aren't here, so we just said, "Yep, sounds good to us."
And I was crap.
Oh, Bills called back because of penalty.
Because I was having a pain in the butt pronouncing it, but I could pronounce. What was the one that Smitty said that you can pronounce this, but you can't pronounce his name?
Barkevius. It's very Barkevius.
You're breakfast. Number 3, The Thick played number 9, Lieutenant Dan's Magic Legs, and I beat him 190.16 to 94.11. Number 5, The Dolphins beat number 7, 2 Girlies, 1 Cup, 213.04 to 211.08. That was a close one.
Yeah, it went down to Monday night. We were there. I needed 1 more catch out of someone and 10 more yards out of the worst part is I wanted to put Williams in, but he was questionable till 4:35 right after the 4:00 game started. And they said, "Oh, he's active." And I'm like, "Great, I can put him in." Nope.
I almost
he's restarted.
I was projected to lose my week too.
Oh, I was projected to kill Smitty till freaking he had Judy who went off for 50 points or something.
I need you to lose.
Number
me?
8, the implication.
I need like all the back 10 backwards to win, and everybody in the front half to lose.
Nope.
But I'm in the back
So I
half.
can't- Bro, aren't you playing? Who are you playing?
I'm playing Mo. It's one. So we'll get to that. Number 8, the implication played number 10, the Muppets, and the Muppets beat the implication 136.15 to 105.87. Matt lost in Grand Faction this past week. So this week we now have number 1, Ladies and Elements is playing number 6, Isn't It Breakfast? Oh, that house is gonna be arguing this weekend.
That is a very well. Actually, she's like, I told her, I'm like, I have to beat you. She's like, so you want me to tank? I'm like, no.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, I do. I really do. But it's very not fair of me to have you question your moral character to take a dive. I can't do that. Ethically, I won't do that.
I want her to tank say yes. Tell her yes. Because we are tied, and I am playing number 2 is playing number 4, a bunch of nobodies, who is Mo, and I need to beat her.
A bunch of nobodies has came on strong the second half of the season.
A bunch of nobodies come on strong, but I needed to beat Mo so that, and if Amanda loses, I become number 1 at least for 1 week, right, going into the playoffs.
I'm just trying to get into the playoffs that matter. Like, if I don't make top 4, it doesn't matter. I want my belt. Gotta come back.
Number 3, the Purple Cobras is playing number 7, 2 Girlies, 1 Cup. Number 5, the Dolphins is playing number 8, the Implications. And number 9, the Muppets is playing Lieutenant Dan's number 10, Lieutenant Dan's Magic Legs for the Sacco this weekend.
Wow, did that really happen?
Yeah.
That's too funny.
I was looking at it like, hold on, this is their last week they play.
Gail reached out to me for quarterback advice. So Claire, apparently she's trying not to get the Sacco.
Oh, well, she was hoping that what's his face would actually throw for like some touchdowns tonight, but apparently not. Because she ended up starting Geno Smith.
See, I said to start Geno Smith. I thought he was the better option of what she had.
Not against the Niners defense, he's not.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I was like,
the Niners defense is that
she's worried about because her other
you could put Nate back there at quarterback and this team would be winning. This team is stacked.
Whoop whoop! I got it. Let's do this.
All right, Nate. You want to do your favorite thing all night?
Yeah. Let me get there. The Thick and Thin Sportscast does not support or advocate anyone to actually place monetary bets on anything that we talk about on the show. This is for entertainment purposes, as we are not professionals. Never bet money that you cannot afford to lose. If you have, or anyone you know has or thinks they have a gambling problem, the national hotline is 1-800-522-4700. It is 100% confidential and available 24/7. Please go to 1-800-GAMBLING or ncpgambling.com.
All right, so Jeremy's new record as of this week, he is 17-20-3, which isn't awful.
We should have taken the under on the Cowboys game.
Yeah,
we should have taken the Texans by 17.5.
Yeah. All right, that's all right.
More attention to the money that I can't afford to lose.
You just trust us. We still have money in the bank. We're just not over the 200 mark like we were.
I do. I do. I just say, hey, yeah, that sounds great. Let it ride on black.
All right, so we hit it good on the Eagles, 7 points over the Giants. We lost it because the Ravens actually beat Pittsburgh.
No, the Ravens knocked their quarterback out.
Oh, that's helpful too. Seattle lost to the Panthers, if I remember correctly.
Yep, they did.
And the Chargers ended up beating the Dolphins because, 58 degrees is too cold for Miami Dolphins.
And that's where I think they're going to fade down the stretch.
So this week you have the Eagles giving up 9 points to the Bears. What do you think about that, Nate?
That is good, right? Negative good?
Yeah, it means that...
Negative is they're favored by that.
Yeah,
so they have to
favored.
win by that many points.
So they have to win by 10 points or more.
Bears?
Yeah, they're going to beat the Bears by at least 10.
Where are they playing?
I don't know.
They're playing the Bears. That's very important.
No, it isn't. Not anymore.
Not the Eagles. The Eagles have been rolling.
Field sucks.
They're playing at the Bears.
I don't know if you want to find a different one. We can replace it. I don't care.
I believe in the Eagles.
I told someone else to make the picks.
I don't believe in the field.
I believe that the Eagles will be able to overcome that field.
Do you know what's gonna be some suck? Jalen Hurts is gonna get injured in freaking Soldier Field, and then they're gonna lose out.
Oh, don't put that hex on me.
Hey, can I take the Niners by 14.5 right now?
If I was in New Hampshire, I would have. Should have made that. We should have made that bet.
The Lions 1.5 over the Jets. That means they have to. That means the Jets are gonna beat them.
That means if they lose by 1 point or if they win, we win that bet.
Yeah.
So plus is
that's
they're giving up. So minus is they're favored. Plus is their
Underdogs.
underdog by that many points. So if
We're saying that the Lions are gonna beat the Jets.
Yes.
well, either that or lose by 1 point at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
So it'd be like 9-10.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like
what about
that
the
one.
Cowboys -4 of the Jags? So they'd have to win by 5 points.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe in that.
Especially after last week's wake up call, I think they're due for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if Russell Wilson's playing. Could do Bengals -3.5 over the Bucks.
Yeah.
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 Watch Brady come out and throw for 5 touchdowns. To Jeremy's Mike Evans that he's sitting.
Yes. That always scares me because the famous quote from Brady is "We're on to Cincinnati."
That is where the season actually began.
Always messes with me.
Yeah, I think
the Chargers are 3-point favored over the Titans.
I think that's gonna be a tight game. That's gonna be a coin flip game. I think.
I think the Chargers are getting healthy at the right time.
I think I like what we got here. Though I do have to get going. I got kid free night, fellas.
All right, let's make some picks.
There are Saturday games this weekend.
Oh, there are.
Yes.
I didn't see any Saturday games. I saw all Sunday games.
Nope, college.
Oh, college games.
No, college isn't
NFL?
playing, so they're playing NFL games on Saturday.
I looked at the schedule.
There are 3 NFL games going on on Saturday.
So I'm gonna propose a question here to you two gentlemen, the OGs here. We've just been making our picks on Sundays. Everybody makes their picks.
Oh,
So why don't
we
we just
have 3
review,
Saturday games?
Why don't we review our picks from last week and we just make our picks and then you can upload them?
Because it makes my life easier if we do pick the games this week. But give me 1 second. Anyways, we could do that, but
I mean, it gives everybody a fair
chance.
field.
Sometimes we actually do
on
better.
Saturday, I pick on Sunday, and Amanda picks whenever, and
Does she though? Does she?
I have no idea who makes those picks. Honestly,
No, I mean, does she even make her picks ever? Half the time she doesn't send them in.
She picks Thursday night games all season. That's it.
Yeah, it's probably because I send it into the group chat.
Yeah, you send
we went back and
the
double-checked it.
Thursday game. You send the Thursday game in, but we have yet to get a Sunday picks for her.
No, once in a while she makes Sunday picks.
Oh yes, once in a great while. I have had like 3 Sundays out of the whole year. All right. So
Nate, a few weeks ago I went 13-1-1.
Yep.
Wow. Well played.
And in this day and age of NFL, that's crazy talk, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is.
All right. So our picks. I and Gail came in last this past week, and she had no idea about my picks at all. Jeremy, you and Smitty tied at 8 correct. Nate and Mo tied at 6 correct.
I sucked out this week, huh?
I'm pretty sure
And
No, Amanda sent picks in this week. I thought.
I didn't see any picks from Amanda. I saw Mo's, and I saw yours, and I saw Nate's. I did not see Amanda picks. Amanda usually texts me her picks. And I didn't see Chris make any picks either. So, if
No,
they
Chris
did make picks,
never makes picks.
I know he left early.
Yeah, he had to go poop, so he never makes picks.
Yeah, so the Las Vegas
Oh.
Raiders went to the Los Angeles Rams and lost 16-17. Then on Sunday, last second touchdown the Rams win by. The Minnesota Vikings on Sunday at 1 o'clock went to the Detroit Lions and lost 34-23. The Baltimore Ravens went to the Pittsburgh Steelers, won 16-14.
All of us picked the Steelers to win that game.
Yeah, everybody. The Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns went to Cincinnati and lost 23-10. The New York Jets went to Buffalo and lost 20-12. That was a closer game than I expected, actually. The Texans went to Dallas and lost 27-23. The Philadelphia Eagles went to the New York Giants and won 48-22. The Jacksonville Jaguars went to Tennessee and won 36-22. Kansas City Chiefs went over to the Mile High and beat Denver Broncos 34-28. Carolina Panthers went up to Seattle and won 30-24. Tampa Bay went to San Fran and lost 35-7.
That was 35-0. That was garbage time touchdown.
Yeah. The Miami Dolphins went to the Los Angeles Chargers and lost 23-17. That game was over early, actually. And the New England Patriots went to Arizona, and Kyler Murray going down helped them allow the Patriots to win.
That game was over after 3 plays.
Yep. Allow the New England Patriots to win 27-13. All right. So we all, as far as I can tell, went with the San Francisco 49ers. I didn't see anybody go with the...
Yeah.
Nate didn't go to Seattle?
I did not go with Seattle.
No, he followed the rest of us.
Travis, the Colts Viking game
It was a Saturday game.
It's Saturday at 1.
Yeah, I changed the times. I forgot to change the dates. I'll fix that.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, the Indianapolis Colts go to the Minnesota Vikings. I am going to go with the Vikings on this one.
Vikings 1 o'clock home game.
Vikings home 1 o'clock home game. What about you, Nate?
Which game?
Indianapolis Colts, Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, Vikings.
So Nate, if you pay attention, we can push through these quicker.
Well, so I make my picks differently. That's why you see differently. So I'm trying to make my picks in a hurry before you asked me, and I got the second pick. So it was
next we
you
have
got the third pick.
At 4:30 on Saturday, the Baltimore Ravens are at the Cleveland Browns. Jeremy,
I am taking what can Brown do for you?
What can Brown do for you? How about you, Nate?
Agreed, same.
Taking the Browns to the pool?
Oh, yeah.
So am I. All right, Nate, you get the first pick. Been a while since you've done that. The Miami Dolphins, Saturday night, are at the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be cold that night, and it's possibly going to be snowing.
I'd wager anybody that's going to pick Miami outside of Smitty.
Yeah, I think Smitty always picks them no matter what.
He picks them even when he knows they're going to lose. How about you, Jeremy?
I'm taking the Bills.
Taking the Bills.
You can give Smitty Miami. He's going to pick them. That'll be the only pick he makes tonight.
There we go. All right. I got the first pick. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Philadelphia Eagles at the Chicago Bears. I am going Philly. How about you, Jeremy?
I am going Philly.
Philly. Nate, you going to let those Eagles fly?
I really want to go with Chicago, but it's the Bears, so I will never go for Chicago. I'm going for the Eagles.
Jeremy, you got the Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. Going with the Lions. How about you, Nate?
Lions.
Lions. I don't believe the Jets are going to win with their third string against the Lions with where they're coming on. Plus, the Detroit Lions coach is phenomenal, has phenomenal talking points.
Okay. Steelers at Panthers. This is a good game.
Yes. Steelers at Panthers,
good, bad
Nate.
game.
Did I pick that one yet? Steelers, Panthers, you said, right?
Yes.
I picked the Panthers.
Going with the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Panthers on that one. I don't think the Steelers are going to win that one. Jeremy.
Panthers.
Panthers. All right. I got Kansas City at Houston. I am most definitely going with the Houston Chiefs. How about you, Jeremy?
KC.
Same.
That's like an easy. They have locked up the number 1 pick overall.
Some of these just kind of pick themselves, I feel.
Yeah,
Jeremy, the Atlanta Falcons are going to the Saints, so you're going with the Saints. How about you, Nate?
Same.
Same. Across the board. Oh, this is an easy one, Nate. Cowboys are at Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Okay. I'm going with them
easy,
boys. Right? How about you, Jeremy?
I'm going with them boys. They got a wake-up call last week.
They sure did. And so did the rest of the league.
All right. Arizona Cardinals are at the Denver Broncos. They're talking about not playing Russell Wilson, so I'm going to go with the Broncos this week. How about you, Jeremy?
I'm going to take Arizona.
Arizona. Nate?
I'm with you, Tubby Hubby. I'm going with the Broncos.
Going with the Broncos. All right, Jeremy. The Pats are at the Raiders. 4:05 game. We are an irrelevant game on Sunday.
I'm taking the Patriots just because I want to see them win. I feel like this is a coin flip game depending which Raiders team shows up.
Mm-hmm. Nate, who do you think's going to win?
Patriots.
See, Nate actually picked them because he thinks they're going to win. I picked them just out of pure. I hope they're winning at this point.
I feel like they should definitely win.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. See, if the Raiders put up the points that they normally can, even against a good defense, I feel like they could win this game. But the Raiders are professionals at shooting themselves in the foot and allowing bad teams come to win.
I'm telling you, just sucking just enough for nobody not to notice.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've led in a bunch of games. They've come close to winning games. They've kept themselves relevant, but not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh, it's Nate's pick.
Sorry, Nate.
Right? I agree.
Oh, no, it is your pick, Jerry. So you're going with the Chargers, and Nate agrees with you.
I still agree, yeah.
No, I definitely made the first pick last time. So I picked the Patriots first.
I ain't going. Oh, yeah. So it would have been Nate's pick. So
yeah.
So it would have been Nate, me, then you. And now it's back to me. Cincinnati Bengals at Tampa. I ain't going with the Bengals.
Bengals.
See, some of these just pick themselves.
All right. Jeremy.
Nate can go first and then next two.
Oh, there we go.
All right. The New York Giants on Sunday night are at the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
This game ended up in a tie the last time, but I believe the Commanders will win this game. How about you, Jeremy?
I say they start at 20-20 and let it go.
You know what?
I'm going with the Commanders.
I'm going with the tie. They're going
to tie
and just make the whole thing even worse.
Two ties.
Just they tie both ways, so that it's a tie for the tiebreaker.
Maybe we'll get a playoffs with the playoffs.
No, do you realize the NFL playoff, how they pick the playoff, like their tiebreakers is like 30 different things?
Yeah, it's like 30 steps that actually...
It's foolproof. You could never have a tie.
It's just crazy that you'd have to have a tiebreaker for the tiebreaker for the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nate. The Los Angeles Rams on Monday night are going to the Packers.
The Rams?
You're not a diehard owner, are you?
Oh, no. I am a realistic owner. I know we are not very good. We should have put Jordan Love in last week. Or, I don't know, when our quarterback said that he had a fucked up finger on his throwing hand and his thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else knows you put in a backup quarterback when your starter can't play. My starter can't play. Why the hell isn't he resting and
For
giving
what?
us a chance for the playoffs? If they started last year, at least
playoffs.
What?
Playoffs.
I am also going with the Rams. How about you, Jeremy?
I'm taking the Packers at home.
Taking
Oh,
the
you're a
Packers at
crazy
home.
person.
I'm taking the Packers at home, and the Rams have to be outdoors in cold weather.
Mm.
Fine. They got Baker Mayfield and Sean McVay. Those two are snorting angel dust on the back of a shark with 3 strippers.
Okay, well, with that being said, that concludes our broadcast. Just like the good old days, we got very sidetracked very quickly.
That's all, folks.
It was fun. Thanks, guys.